Hi, I'm Paula. I work in the Special Needs Department with the Toronto School Board, and I'm also a certified Master Practitioner in TFT, which is Thought Field Therapy, Master Practitioner in NLP, Neuro Linguistic Programming, and in EFT Tapping, which is Emotional Freedom Tapping. That is a technique that we use in our classroom all the time. And I'm going to tell you one of the reasons why we use it. First of all, students these days are under a lot of stress. They have a lot of anxieties. There's things going on at home that we may or may not know about. There are things going on in the schoolyard. There's stress. There's anxieties built about tests coming up, all kinds of issues. And we want to give the students a tool that they can use, a go-to tool to help them rid themselves of these anxieties and help them deal with these things, because it doesn't feel good feeling those things, and so we want to feel better. Now, with tapping, there are certain tapping points, and you'll hear them called meridian points, pressure points, and what I do is I tell our students that we all store our feelings and our memories and our experiences very specifically in our body in ways that are unique to ourselves. So Bob might store an unpleasant feeling because he had a fight with mom at McDonald's and she said, no, you can't have ice cream. And so he could smell the French fries cooking that day. And so he might store a memory with a certain smell. Whereas Susie might be scared one day in a thunderstorm that happened. And so she visually stores that unpleasant feeling. So what EFT does is we're tapping on certain points. So we are changing as we have them recall that memory. We want them to be in that moment to bring up that unpleasant feeling. And so as they're processing that unpleasant feeling, whether it be visually or through something that they heard or something that they could smell, we are doing this, which is changing the way that we're storing the memory. And when we change something that's unpleasant, we're changing it to something that's pleasant. So what we do is we go through a tapping ritual every morning with our class, and we tell the students to use something that's pertinent to whatever it is that they're dealing with. So they can use this at home and think, oh, I had that fight with mom. It's not feeling very good. But what I have them do is use a very general sayings that we go through. So it basically covers everything. Tapping points that we use are here at the front of our brow. The second tapping point is here on the bone above our eye. The next one is down here on this bone below our eye, and then here under our nose, then here under our lip, just enough pressure that they can feel that, and then here on our collarbone. And the last step that I have them do is take a deep breath in and lock it in on an anchor that I've preset with all of our students on their wrist. And I'll talk about anchors in another time. And that's the way that we lock in the new positive feeling. So we go through the ritual saying something like this. We start off with, I'm ready to let this go. And they repeat, I'm ready to let this go. It's safe to let this go. It's safe to let this go. I'll feel better when it's gone. I'll feel better when it's gone. I am loved. I am loved. I am safe. I am safe. So I'm releasing it now. So I'm releasing it now. And then we take that deep breath. Lock it in on our anchor. Exhale. And then we go through the ritual again. We'll do this 2 or 3 times until the feeling changes. And they've all said they've used this at home. And they've all said it works for them. So that's another little extra tool that we can give our students. We can use it ourselves as adults to erode towards better mental wellness.